Good evening, friends. Let us learn some root words and their derivatives. Right. Sphere. Sphere. This is the root word coming from again Latin and Greek. Sphere means something which is round, which is more like a ball. Right. So from the same root word, we get this word sphere. Sphere we all know, right? Sphere. Sphere is something like a ball where the entire surface is equidistant from the center. Right. that is like a that is like a ball, a globe. Earth is not a perfect sphere, right? Earth is not a complete perfect sphere. We also use sphere to denote influence. For example, the political sphere, the area was formerly within the sphere of influence of US, let's say, right? So that is sphere. Stratosphere, strato is kind of layer, and the sphere, combining both of them, layer of atmosphere above the troposphere, which is like up to 50 kilometers from the Earth's surface. Strato is like layers, right? Stratus in Greek, it also means clouds. Okay, clouds are, they generally look like layers, right? So stratosphere is the area which is beyond 50 kilometers, which is about 50 kilometers from the Earth's surface. Similarly, biosphere. Bio we know, bio is about life, right? The sphere of life. What is the sphere of life? The part of the Earth's surface and atmosphere in which plants and animals can live. This is the biosphere. So this word, which was actually created by Australian geologist, his name was Edward Suez. He created this word during his lifetime. He was in the 18th to 19th century person, and he created this word, biosphere. Bio is life, sphere is ball. This is the surface or the area in which all the Earth's atmosphere, the living things, etc., they reside. Similarly, lithosphere. Lithos means rocks. We all know, right? The layer of rocks that form the outer part of Earth. That is lithosphere. Lithos is l- rocks. Paleolithic age. Atmosphere. Atmosphere. Atmos is vapor. It is coming from Greek again. And sphere is ball. This was created by, again, this word was created by a philosopher called John Wilkins. John Wilkins, he created this word around 1600. Right. So atmosphere is kind of mixture of gases that surround the Earth, or mixture of gases that surrounds another planet or a star also. Atmosphere with respect to moon or with respect to a star, etc. Right. That is atmosphere. We all know. Hemi is half. Hemisphere, half of the sphere. Right. Half of the sphere. That is hemisphere. We all know this. Again, it is the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere, December is a winter month. We are in the northern hemisphere, right? We are above the equator, right? Whereas in December and in Australia, it's a summer month, right? Next, wet. Wet is about turning. Wet, VERT. Wet means it's kind of turning. Vertigo. Vertigo is a medical condition. It's the feeling of dizziness and fear and of losing your balance. Sometimes when we look from a very high place, right, we feel this vertigo, very high position, and we suddenly look down, we get this feeling, right? We get the feeling of dizziness and all. That is vertigo. Then convert. Convert is con plus what? Con means all together plus turn. To turn all of them together. Turn round kind of thing. What do we do when we convert? When we convert, we change or make something, or we change something from one form to another form. Right. So vert is actually turning. We all together turn something from one form to another form. Right. Convert the billing, convert the data, convert it into a warehouse, convert it into a nursing home, heat converted to electricity, all of this. Con plus vert. Con is together and vert is actually to turn. That is convert. Next, divert. Next is divert. Die plus vert. Die is aside. Vert is to turn. Right. Divert. Divert is actually to change in the direction. Right. To make someone or something change direction. That is actually divert. Again, the same word. Word means to turn. The course of the stream has now been diverted. For example, divert money, divert funds, divert materials for a different purpose, etc. Divert someone's thoughts, divert someone's attention, etc. That is all divert. Right. Die plus what? Die is aside, what is to turn. To turn in a certain direction, turn away, direct one's mind. That is divert. Diverse. Diverse is also similar to divert. Diverse. Diverse things are very different from each other and of various kinds. People from diverse cultures were invited to the event. My interests are very diverse. Diverse. Diverse means differing, distinct, or various kinds. This is related to divert. Die plus vert. What divert is actually changing direction. Diverse is multiple directions. Right. Die plus verts. Then revert. Re plus vert. Revert is to turn back. Right. Re plus vert. Revert also means to reply. Excellent openings. Kindly revert with your updated CV. We request you to kindly revert back if you have any other requirements. Let's say we can say that also. Right. Revert means to turn back, or sometimes it can be used to recover consciousness or return to an original position. Right. Next, avert. Avert means to prevent something bad or dangerous from happening. Avert. Avert. Here also, vert is also direction. Something bad that it might be happening, you change the direction of that so that it doesn't impact you. In that way, a plus vert. From a means here it is used as from, this prefix plus to turn. Right. So to turn your eyes away from something that you don't want to see, that is also avert. A disaster was narrowly averted. Disaster was narrowly averted means a disaster was narrowly stopped. That was prevented. He did his best to avert suspicion. To avert a strike. A strike is about to happen. You stop that, then you say to avert a strike. So avert, a plus vert. Vert is actually about changing direction. Avert is actually stopping or changing direction of something that is happening. Changing direction of something bad that is happening, so that it doesn't hit you, it goes somewhere else. Right. You can also say avert is also looking somewhere else. She averted her eyes from the terrible scene. Let's say some accident is happening, she averted her eyes, she doesn't want to see the horrible situation. Advertisement. What do you do in an advertisement? You try to attract attention, right? You try to turn people towards your side, towards the particular advertisement. So that's how this also involves a word. Word is actually turning, right? Turns original sense was to turn one's attention to. Even now also advertisement is about turning attention, right? Advertisement is about a notice, a picture, or film telling something about a product, job, service, whatever, whatever. Newspaper advertisement, TV advertisement, all these things. Online advertisement, etc. Next, aversion. Aversion. Aversion means a strong feeling of not liking someone or something. A plus what? So you are kind of turning away from something. That is aversion. What is actually turning? You are kind of turning away from something. You don't like that, so that's why you turn away from that thing. That is avert. A strong aversion. He has an aversion to getting up early. Aversion to getting up early. That means he doesn't want to get up early. Right. Next is morph. Morph. Morph means kind of form. Right. Amorphous. Amorphous means having no definite shape, form, or structure. A plus morph. A is used in a negative connotation here, in a negative form here, which doesn't have form. It is amorphous. It doesn't have a definite shape. Amorphous mass with amorphous mass of cells with no identity at all. For example, amorphous. Amorphous means which doesn't have any particular shape. We generally refer that into in some chemical forms which don't have a particular structure. That is amorphous. Next, anthropomorphic. Anthropomorphic is treating gods, animals, or objects as if they had human qualities. That is Anthro plus morphous. Anthropomorphous. Having human form. Like, so for example, in Panchatantra, we discuss about animals as if they can speak, as if they can act like human beings, right? So that is kind of anthropomorphic. So which is kind of human-like form. When we all worship gods as if they look like humans, right? They also have two hands, two legs, two ears, two eyes, etc. So that is our imagination of gods. That is kind of anthropomorphic. And not just in India, in across all cultures, even in even in Greek gods or Roman gods, Greek gods, all of them people were worshipped as if they look like humans only. The statues of gods everywhere across the world, they look like human forms only. Right, that kind of thing is called anthropomorphic. That is anthropomorphic. Then metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is the process in which an insect, um, or in fact even an amphibian also changes its form from one form to another form. For example, caterpillar turning into a butterfly. That is kind of metamorphosis. Metamorphosis of a caterpillar into a butterfly. She has undergone an amazing metamorphosis from an awkward schoolgirl to beautiful woman. For example, metamorphosis is meta plus morph is actually transform or change shape. Morphology. Next, morphology. Morph is form and logy. Morph plus logy. The form and structure of animals and plants. Morphology means the study of form of things, especially of animals and plants, studied as a science. And morphology in linguistics also is actually the formation of words, studied as a branch in linguistics also. How words are created, how words are derived, etc. Right. Next, morph is also kind of form. So we look at another kind of form root, which is form itself, FORM. Right. Form itself, which means a form again. Formation. We all know what is formation. Action of forming something. That is formation. The process of being formed or being created. Formation in the galaxy, rock formation, etc. The team plays a 4-4-2 formation, etc. Formation is kind of structure. Right. What is the formula? Formula also has got the same root, which is form. It is originally the sense was fixed form of words. That's a formula. Fixed form of words, fixed shape, fixed mold, etc. So, formula is what? A series of letters, numbers, or symbols that represent a rule or law. Right. This formula is used to calculate, say, for example, area of the circle, pi r square. So it has a fixed formula, fixed form of words. Right. So that's how formula has got a form in it. Then formation. What is the formation? Formation is action of forming something. The process of being formed. Got the same root, form. Right. The formation of new government. Recent star formation in the galaxy, rock formation, etc. Conform. Con plus form. Con is together. Together to form. What does it mean? To behave and think in the same way as most people in a group or society think. Okay. That is conform. He refused to conform to the he refused to conform to the local customs. The building does not conform with safety regulations. Con plus form. Conform. Con is together to form. That means to agree or to behave in the same way as per the standards, as per what the group is doing or what the society is doing. Right. Next, conformist. A person who behaves and thinks in the same way as most other people do. That is conformist. He is not radical. He believes in the established practices. He is very conventional. That is conformist. Con plus form. Formality. Formality has got the same root. The form. Formality is, we all know, which a thing that we have to do as a formal or official part, as generally as a legal process or social situation, etc. Right. Going through all the formalities necessary while applying for a job or while going into the college, etc. That is formality. Next, formative. Formative is having an important and lasting influence on the development of something or somebody's character. Formative, right? To form. While something is getting formed, the influence on the development of that something. The formative years of childhood. So, for example, formative influences in the development of labor movement. Right. So, what is formative? Formative is having an important and lasting influence on the development of something or of somebody's character. This is coming, taking the same root, which is form, which is from Latin, right? That is formative. Hope you understood these words, right? If any doubts, please comment. We'll pick up more words in our next session. Thank you, guys. All the best. Take care. Bye bye.